In a recent passionate address, a famously contentious figure in South African politics encouraged the young of the nation to choose leadership above party politics. Since then, the speech has sparked intense discussion. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our channel, hit on the notification bell so as to stay updated on South African news. Speaking under the theme Leadership over Politics, the remarks have resonated with a number of South Africans who are fed up with the direction politics is now taking. The speaker, who remained anonymous, presented a strong argument for the next generation of leaders to reject the corruption and greed that have plagued their forebears. Do for the next generation of leaders what the previous generation of leaders has not done for you, was basically the request made by the future head of state to the audience during his speech. This is a phrase that many have found meaningful, especially in a country where platitudes often take precedence over real leadership. The call to action exhorts future leaders to prioritize the needs and desires of their citizens above the divisive and usually self-serving politics of the past. The hashtag Leadership over Politics is trending on a number of platforms, suggesting that the idea of leadership over politics is gaining traction quickly. Numerous residents, particularly young people, have shown support for this new approach, indicating growing discontent with traditional political strategies that have mostly failed to address the nation's most urgent issues. The speech included a potent reminder that true leadership requires putting one's own interests second and making decisions that harm the greater good, even if doing so means jeopardizing one's own political or social status. Rather than perpetuating the waste, ineptitude, and narrow-minded thinking that have impeded the country's progress, the speaker underscored the significance of the next generation focusing on leaving a legacy of which they can be proud. The timing of this communication is really important. At the moment, South Africa is dealing with a number of issues, including widespread corruption, significant unemployment, and economic instability. Public trust in political institutions has reached a historic low as a result of the widespread belief among the populace that their leaders have let them down by failing to deliver on the promises of a better life for everyone. This Leadership over Politics event is taking place at a time when many South Africans are looking for a change. The speaker's appeal for a new leadership approach that puts the interests of the people, the future, and honesty first has resonated with many who believe that our country will only advance if its leaders are willing to put the needs of the people first. Support for this speech has been overwhelming, and many people are hopeful that it will inspire the next generation of leaders to take the lead. Though it's a powerful message, some political analysts have cautioned that it won't work unless leaders, both current and future, are willing to embrace this new approach. The plan's opponents claim that because of the long-standing special interests and the prevailing culture of corruption and favoritism in politics, it will be very impossible to put into action. Nevertheless, the growing tide of public opinion in support of leadership over politics indicates that people are ready for change and that today's young could be more than capable of taking on leadership roles. The message of leadership over politics is a potent reminder of the duties associated with leadership, and it is particularly pertinent given the crossroads that South Africa finds itself at. By doing this, it challenges the next generation to move beyond the past and forge a new path that prioritizes the good of the nation above individual interests. One thing is certain: the Leadership over Politics rallying cry has resonated, and the nation is waiting to see whether the leaders of future can withstand the strain. Whether or not this message really results in change is up for debate. Once more, Floyd Shivambu has been named the national coordinator of the Umkhonto Wesizwe (MK) party by its founder, Jacob Zuma, in a calculated move meant to breathe new life into the organization. With this choice, the party's organizational plan and leadership have undergone a dramatic change. The Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, leader Shivambu, a well-known politician in South Africa, has been given the challenging assignment of growing the party's influence across every province. The appointment is a symbol of Zuma's resolve to give MK new life after its political clout has waned recently. Shivambu's dedication to revolutionary ideals and his track record in mobilizing grassroots support were highlighted by Zuma in a statement that was made public on Tuesday. Shivambu's background in political action and his family